This is Off the Record, a radio playlist where I help you discover new artists and new music. Today's a great day because I'm here with an artist who literally has been in my rotation nonstop with his debut EP, When You Know, You Know. Benny G, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing so good. Happy to be talking with you.
I'm excited to chat with you. I'm really curious about your musical influences growing up. When you listen to the project through, there's a little country, there's a little soul, there's a little pop, there's a little blues. Who was playing music around you and kind of what do you remember them playing?
I grew up in a musical family, so my mom played violin, tried to get me on that trajectory, but I was not having it. I was a very patient kid. But there's always music around me from a young age. I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old, so I was kind of like
Wow.
a little kid in the music schools that was kind of like shepherded by all the older high school kids that I looked up. I was like totally playing with all those kids when I was little, playing in my garage. Just I was like music, like that environment of just playing was just around me from the age of 6.
That's cool. Is there any particular artist you remember listening to?
In terms of listening, my parents were playing like all the classics, like James
Really?
Taylor, Billy Joel, Paul Simon, Queen, like you name it, like all like the folk, rock, singer-songwriter stuff that like I feel like most kids kind of grew up listening to in a way. That's what my parents were kind of feeding me.
That's really cool. What was the creation process like for this EP, and what is kind of your writing process like?
It's usually like subconscious. Like I know that's a weird thing to say, but I'll just kind of let my stream of consciousness flow out in words and melodies. Like I'll pick up a guitar like this, and I'll be like, I'm looking around, just trying to wonder what I'm gonna do. When I saw you, like I'll just like just keep
I love it.
things spinning, even if it doesn't make sense at first. And then once I kind of land on like a melody or something that feels right, I'll try to find the truth in the story. I'll try to
Yeah,
find some kind of life experience, or I'll try and remember something that I went through and channel that energy into the lyric.
I love that. Is there a certain lyric or line from the project that you're like, we cooked with this one?
Hmm. I love honestly, my favorite words of this entire EP are the first words of the first track, Pretty Girls.
Pretty girls.
I'm 50 shades of burning blue. That's how I feel when I'm next to you. Those lyrics to like that first line, I'm like, it just, I don't know. I don't know what 50 shades of burning blue is.
Uh-huh.
It's just one of those things that came out, but like, I feel like there's so much color and heart in that lyric. And it's just something that feels, it's like that Rolling Stones lyric in Jumpin' Jack Flash. I was born in a crossfire hurricane. I don't know what a crossfire hurricane is, but it like I could think of a million things in my head and dream up like what that could potentially mean. A
Yeah,
lot of, I like metaphors. So
I love
yeah.
that. That's really cool. Going back to that creation process a little bit. So is it more of like a jam session? You have your session, are you recording it and then you take that into the studio? Or are you testing it out before you take it in?
Honestly, depends. I'll go into sessions sometimes and I'll have nothing, and I'll be like, if you want to just trust my crazy head that will sometimes come up with terrible ideas and sometimes come up with something okay, like follow me. But and then sometimes I'll just kind of like what else, like if I really want to like prep, if I'm in like a
Yeah.
prep mode, I'm about to write with someone that I really look up to or I'm a big fan. So I low key want to impress a little bit. I'll
Mhm.
like go on my voice memo app and I'll just do what I just did
Yeah,
previous. I'll just kind of let it fly, and if, 9 times out of 10 it's not that great, but there's the one time out of 10 where it's like money.
I love that. You're about to hit the road. You have some headlining shows and you're hitting the road with Ty Myers. What should audiences expect from those shows? And how does the EP kind of translate to the stage a little bit?
We're trying to really um, trying to bring a new energy to even what was on that EP. We cut a lot of that EP live with a band,
Wow.
and I just love the sound of a band of a lot of people in a room playing with each other, and I feel like I miss that in modern music a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But we're gonna play a lot of the songs on the EP. It might be a little bit more, might rock out a little bit more than people expect.
Really?
I have amazing, amazing musicians in my band, and we're all just young guys who like old music. And I think a lot of people know me at least on social media. The people that don't even know my EP's out, like they just know me
Mhm.
as who plays with the acoustic guitar and like kind of gets a little groovy with it, but it's more acoustic. This is gonna be like a rocking set. Like this is gonna be like it's country soul, but it's gonna be like me on electric guitar most of the time, and with a band that just likes to groove and play out.
Is it going to be the same band that played on the project?
My bass player who played on the project is going to be playing, and my buddy George Carnes, who played a lot of the acoustic guitar parts. I did all like the electric stuff. He plays in a band. They're amazing. Corduroy Cadets.
Okay.
So he's gonna be with them, doing his thing. But as he should be. He's so talented. But I'm gonna be the only guitar player. James gonna be playing bass, and then we have an amazing keys player that's gonna be playing organ, I think, for most of the set, and then a drummer who's incredible. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the social media aspect of it. One of my favorite things that you do is the live streams where you just get on and play. You also post a lot of covers in your original music. What advice would you give to an artist who wants to break into social media?
It took me so long to just do myself in terms of the social media thing. I think a lot of people, like a lot of artists, kind of get in the headspace of like, well, I don't have to do this. Like it's not my job to do social media. But the thing is, like there's always the cheesy aspect of social media, whatever. You don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game. But that's the way of building a fan base today. So I would just say do yourself and just be consistent. And like
That's great.
Don't try to like, if you're not into TikTok dances, why would you do a TikTok dance?
Yeah.
I just go on TikTok and play and sing with my guitar because like I feel cringed out if I do anything else. Like I can't do it. So if you're a great dancer, like throw the hands up. If you're a great player, pick and just be consistent about it and like post every day and post your original music and play covers that inspired you when you first started, that you love, that you want to put a new generation onto. I don't know. That's just me talking out of my head.
That's awesome. Well, what do you hope audiences take away from the project as a whole?
I just hope there's something they connect, if it's a melody that they connect with or like a lyric that they could relate to if they had a personal experience. I hope that there's just something they could relate to or that clicks with them. I like all different types of music for different reasons. Like when I listen to Stevie Wonder, I want to hear something that like moves me and like makes my head want to bop. But when I listen to James Taylor, I'm looking for the truth in the lyric. So whatever it is that people find in my music, I just appreciate that.
That's awesome. Well, it's time for my favorite question. I asked you to bring 3 songs from 3 other artists, and feel free to elaborate a little bit on why you chose these.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do Flowers by Penelope Road. They are some of my best friends in this crazy music world, and I've played a lot of shows with them. They're just talented dudes that I think are onto something great. So that's my first pick.
That's great.
And this is solely new, right? This is new artist.
Yeah, well, however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, okay, he's having a moment right now, but I still just love his music. I think so many people don't know who he is outside of country music, especially. I would say Mighty Beast by Steven Wilson Jr. I think he pretty much wrote the country album, like the generational country album. Like he just kind of put something out that is like literally a piece of art that's beyond genres and stuff. So I love that song. I think he's just generational talent. So I'm gonna say,
cool.
There's this girl that I found on TikTok, and she has an amazing voice. This girl named Grace Miller Moody. You know who I'm talking about?
Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Dirty Martinis, that song, Out of Your League, is so good. I think I feel like she's just at the start of something.
Yeah, and she just released a stripped down version of it. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I think she's really just about to have a really big moment, and she's like one song away or something, so I'd say her.
Well, awesome. Well, Benny G, thank you so much for coming and talking to me today. Congrats again on When You Know, You Know.
Thank you. I appreciate you listening and giving it some love.
I love it, man. I love it, man. And I hope everybody enjoys my favorite track. Here's Pretty Girls.